Fresno County Sheriff's detectives have arrested a suspected child abuser again after they say they uncovered evidence from a 10th woman who reported abuse in her own childhood. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Warren Armstrong.
And I'm Margo Kim. We are live on ABC 30, Hulu Live, and wherever you stream. Action News reporter Corn Hoggard shows us why the suspect is a free man again, even after prosecutors filed new charges.
A new mugshot shows Anthony Escobedo last Tuesday after his third arrest in connection with the Fresno County Sheriff's investigation. Escobedo was already facing 15 charges ranging from annoying or molesting a child to possession of child pornography to rape. But detectives believe there were still more victims from Escobedo's time as a Jehovah's Witness.
Our investigation led us to believe that there was additional information in the church documents, in more or less their personnel files that they keep on parishioners.
Action News recorded detectives seizing manila envelopes as they served a search warrant last month at Jehovah's Witness churches in Kingsburg and Clovis. Court documents state they found reports naming a previously unknown potential victim. Investigators said an interview with the alleged victim, who's now a grown woman, corroborated a story from one of the earlier victims and provided evidence of an additional alleged crime. Prosecutors filed 5 new felony charges afterwards, and detectives arrested Escobedo. Investigators say they asked the church for the records, but ultimately executed a search warrant to get them. Spokespeople for the Jehovah's Witness National Organization say they're cooperating in the investigation. They told Action News police were contacted about Escobedo's behavior 5 times between 2009 and 2016, which is when the church expelled Escobedo as a member. Quote, to our knowledge, the identity of every victim known to the congregation has been reported to the police. As we understand it, the authorities were contacted on 5 different occasions about various incidents, end quote. Detectives say they're still not sure they have the full picture.
We're going to keep going. We're going to keep digging. We still have more forensic evidence that we're examining. And, if we can find more victims, we're going to.
Escobedo has pleaded not guilty to every charge he's faced so far, and he's bailed out after each arrest. His defense attorney pointed out to me that some of the new charges stem from incidents investigated years ago. Tulare County investigators dropped the case in 2012, citing insufficient evidence, and Fresno County prosecutors dropped another in 2014 for the same reason. But prosecutor Andrew Jan says he now counts 10 victims in at least 3 counties. So he believes Escobedo is too dangerous to be free, and he'll try to convince a judge to keep him in custody.
What we've seen is a progression in terms of his conduct. Everything from minor groping to full-on molestation, and the newest case being an allegation of rape. When we see conduct progress like this is a warning sign that it's only going to get worse from here.
A judge will decide Tuesday whether Escobedo should stay behind bars without bail pending trial. In downtown Fresno, Corn Hoggard, ABC 30.
So here we go again. Another scandal in the religious community. Now, when I told y'all in the past, right, that I believe that the white man actually wrote the Bible, right? And they did. They did, in fact, write the fucking Bible. Now, I know a lot of y'all are going to say, well, yes, they wrote the Bible, but it was under inspiration of God. Which God? Because it seems to me, right, every religious sect, as a matter of fact, on your screen, these are the founders of every denomination that you guys pertain yourself to as Christians, right? Initially, the Catholic Church created Christianity. They created Islam. They created Judaism. All the religion, major religion, the Catholic Church is responsible for it. Okay? That's the first thing I have to point out. Then you have different sects, right? In other words, these are people that branch off from Catholicism, and they said, we're going to come up with our own religion, with our own form of religion. And incidentally, who are the faces behind all these denominations? The Seventh-day Adventist Church was founded by a man initially, then a woman took it over, right? The Baptist Church was founded by a man. I mean, all these different denominations, Pentecostal Church, all these different denominations, family, was founded by white people. And you're trying to tell me that white people didn't write the Bible? They wrote that shit. What they have done, family, they have first of all, the New Testament was plagiarized from the Old Testament. And the Old Testament was plagiarized from other texts. And I want to point something else out to y'all. Do y'all notice that in the Old Testament, right? Even in the New Testament, many of the the patriarchs in the Bible, including Moses, Abraham, Joseph, and many, many others. Even Jesus and Joseph and Mary. You notice they all went to Egypt? You ever notice that shit? Like, why does all these, if there was white people, right? Let's say all Mary, Joseph, and Abraham, everybody was white. Why are they all pillaging or paying homage in Egypt? Like, why the fuck everybody always end up in Egypt at some point? Think about it. Could it be possible that all these stories came from out of Egypt? Like Mary and Joseph, right? And Jesus. How about it's not Mary and Joseph, but it's Semiramis, Nimrod, and Tammuz, right? The Madonna, for example, that the Catholic Church, they bow down to in secret and shit, to a black Madonna. Do y'all realize that came from ancient Egypt? Do y'all want me to make a video showing y'all once again where all this shit came from? That Christianity is nothing more than sun worship. You know what I'm saying? That's why they changed the day from the Saturday, which is Saturn Day, because all the days of the week is named after moon, after they gods and shit, right? So could it be possible, family, that they have lied to y'all? They pretty much worshiping a man. This is a man on your screen, Caesar Borgia, right? The man that they refer to as Jesus Christ. This is exactly who the fuck y'all bow down to every Sunday. Is a man called Caesar Borgia. He was a rapist. He raped his sister. He was a murderer. And not only that, he was a homosexual. And they paint his image and as a Christ-like figure because this man was revered. And this is who you dumbass Christian worship every Sunday. Y'all worship a man called Caesar Borgia, right? And the Bible tells you not to bow down to any images, but many of y'all go to the altar and y'all have this image behind the altar and y'all bow down on y'all knees and giving y'all life to Jesus, right? This is how idiotic my people are. I don't care about the other nations because they created this shit. That's their God. But every founder of the sects of religion, right? In other words, all the denomination that you guys go to church every Sunday and say, this is my religion, this is the right religion, including Pentecostal churches, right? They was founded by white people. They was founded by white people. White people, black people existed way before white people. But all of a sudden now you have white people coming to give you their rendition of their God, and y'all are bowing down and y'all worshiping these guys. My sister, she's a fucking fanatic. Right? When I'm with her and I'm talking, I can't mention anything negative about the religion called Christianity because she shuts down. She literally starts to shake and shit because she feels like I'm blaspheming against her God. One time she called me an antichrist, and I told you, fucking right, I'm an antichrist. I am an antichrist. I'm not an anti-Messiah, because the Messiah that I'm looking forward to come back and reign with me is Dawid, King Dawid or King David, not no damn Jesus. Because the letter J was invented in 1524, so we know his name couldn't have been Jesus if he existed. And I wouldn't want to bow down to this devil anyway, because this devil is responsible for me and my ancestors' oppression. I would never worship no damn white man.